why I'm always the first to disappear from the party. I remember standing in the kitchen at Sarah's birthday party, the bass thumping a rhythm against my chest. Laughter echoed, a cacophony of joy, and I found myself scanning for the back door. My internal alarm was blaring. It was 9:30 p.m. The party had barely started, but I felt a familiar, urgent need to go. I used to think I was just socially inept, a party pooper, or maybe just incredibly rude. "Already leaving?" my friend Mark would often ask, his then, one quiet Tuesday evening, scrolling through an article about social energy. I stumbled upon a concept that felt like a revelation. Social batteries. That's when I learned about introversion and extroversion, not as shy or outgoing, but as different ways our brains recharge. Extroverts, I read, are often energized by social interaction, thriving in stimulating environments. Their brains might be wired to seek more external dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter from social engagement. My brain, however, was clearly on a different setting. For me, intense social situations, especially large, noisy parties, were rapidly depleting, not charging. It wasn't that I didn't enjoy people. It was that my nervous system was getting overwhelmed. My brain, constantly processing every sound, every face, every nuanced interaction, was simply working overtime. This wasn't a choice. It was how my unique physiology responded to sensory input and social demands. I wasn't being rude. I was instinctively protecting my energy reserves. I finally understood that my early exits weren't a flaw, but a necessary act of self-awareness and self-care. I learned to enjoy the initial burst of a party, to truly engage for the time I had, and then gracefully, unapologetically, make my exit when my social battery signaled low. It was about recognizing my limits and respecting them, rather than pushing myself to exhaustion just to fit an external expectation. Now, when I find myself gravitating towards the door, there's no longer a knot of shame in my stomach, just a quiet understanding. My unique brain simply has a different threshold for stimulation, and that's perfectly okay. If you're someone who also feels that sudden, undeniable pull towards the quiet solace of home mid-party, know that you're not alone, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with listening to what your brain truly needs. Key psychology.